the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the Huskies and the Monarchs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. It seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson, eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown! Will Fuller. His first touchdown on the year. And the Huskies have taken the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Returning it, John Ross. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
Here's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Brings up 3rd down and 9. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, very smart play right there. Pocket collapsing around him. Love the way he moved around a little bit and avoided the sack.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can bring big.
12 more yards there and another first down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold him to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard. A
stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
London about set to take over on offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now it's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They need it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Again, he was looking for Devontae Adams, but it'll be 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Parker. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A gain of 9 brings up second down at the 46-yard line.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag down. This might push him back further. So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. London about set to take over on offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 24, Wilson. Wheaton with a catch right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Complete to Wheaton. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw again is Wilson. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs have cut it back within a score. point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 44-yard punt, return of 9. This offense back to work now late in this first half. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Wilson on first down. Hauled in by Wheaton over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a 14-yard play, and it keeps this drive moving. Here's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. It looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing again here. Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So we've hit half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. his throw's going to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the shotgun, Wilson.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's picked off at his own 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the counter, this is Akers.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Wilson will throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And they'll run on the inside handoff. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Two are going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On 1st down, Tagovailoa, and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, Akers. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. They bring their punter out there now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. So possession goes over here on the punt. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind, it's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes about him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further.
That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Wilson to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it.
Pass complete, it's Adams.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we have a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Tua to throw.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Tagovailoa.
He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
On the give, this is Akers.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Sanders' kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
So now Las Vegas, down by 2, a little over a minute to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Wilson to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Counting down at 30 seconds remaining. Throwing now is Wilson. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now Wilson. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So this crowd will not go home